coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Watson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's James. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Room here to run. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. 3rd down here.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Watson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run with Foreman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now he's forced out left. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Foreman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down. We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Watson. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Hurry up, here we go.
On third down, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A carry for Foreman. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run again with Foreman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And not great starting field position here for the offense. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So the D-line's going to spread out. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
On second down, here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 54 yards. Red zone opportunity. The give is to Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Bell, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to sling this deep down. And this is taken in at the 5. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, and defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Dolphins have got it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Gun. There you go. 4 down. Check. Press down. Kill. There you go.
On the counter, Elliott brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Again, it's Elliott. Powers through him. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And to give this time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Watson looks to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Give them 22 on that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go now.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
No. Back there to that Philly. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they try the right side here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down carry by Elliott. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Here's Prescott. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here's Watson looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On third down, here's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw. can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now 1 more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One last throw here for Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45.